Welcome back to the Shipyard. It only seemed logical to talk about the Vulcans and the Dakir. I believe this is the last Vulcan ship that I have to review. I should double check that. Yes, this is the last Vulcan ship that I have to review. Well, with that being said, so the Dakir. It's a 3154. It's okay. The named ability is fine. Whenever you initiate an attack against an enemy ship at range 3, gain +1 attack die. So, we have to look at the dial here. The one reverse is key to making that actually work. You see, if you can back up, you are more likely to be at range 3. Now it's red, so you want the tech that mitigates reds and all of that. It's tough. It's tough to make that happen. But if you can pull it off, it's not a bad passive ability. Now, 26 points is ridiculous for this ship. I don't care if there's 9 durability. It is not worth paying 26 points for a 3 attack die ship. Just not. 180 arc is nice. Don't get me wrong, that's nice. But you're also not winning when you do it. So, just something to keep in mind. Generic is fine. It's not nice, but it's okay. Our captain, and just captain, I was thinking admiral for a moment, but no, just captain. Wave 5 was too early for admirals. Is Soval. Soval's a skill 7 captain. Action. Target a ship within range 1 to 2. Remove a scan or battle station token from beside the target ship. Place an Aux Power token beside your ship. Now, without the Aux Power token, this would actually be a pretty good ability. As it stands, I don't really want to do this. Now, you could put Soval on like the Mirror NX, so the Avenger. And this would actually be okay. It kind of creates this weird ganking Avenger. There's something there, but that is cross-faction play and lacks thematicism. I want to think that Soval will be made better by the faction pack. I doubt it, but there's always a chance. The other thing is, in order for Soval to actually be useful, another ship has to have a scan or battle station token. Now, there's times you know that they will. Cloaked Minds come to mind. But nowadays, a lot of upgrades and abilities are just giving quality because they exist or as their own action, and you can't mess with them because of the tokens that they have. So Soval would essentially be a blank shell, and that's not going to help you. So I don't rate Soval highly. There's just a few things going against him. He does have that talent slot, though. Tavik is a nice captain for being cheap. Right, 2 points, but it gives you a crew slot. So really, skill 3, I kind of call as a 1 point ability. Adding a crew slot, also a 1 point thing. And that's fine. He does nothing else. And I'm okay with that. Sometimes you just need extra crew, and a captain giving that to you is fine. There are better ways to get it. Picard 8, Calvin Hudson. But if you've already used those, or if you are trying to be a Vulcan purist, Tavik can make it happen. So, just an idea. Vulcan High Command is an interesting talent. It's a card ultimately I want to like, but I have a hard time liking. I like the flexibility of these slots: two crew, two tech, one of each. That's fine. Only putting it on a Vulcan captain on a Vulcan ship, again, fine. It's just if the captain's ever removed, you discard this upgrade and discard upgrades from your ship one at a time until all of your upgrades are supported by your ship's upgrade bar. Well, that hurts things like Sakona, Balana, Tavik. I mean, I guess that slot technically is added to the upgrade bar, but um, it's just messy. Ultimately, the card's overpriced, poorly worded here, too much of a cost if your captain is discarded by Madrid or something like that. And I don't wanna. I don't want to go down that road. All right, the Photonic Weapon. This is 4 dice, attack, target lock, spin your target lock, and disable the card. Early secondary weapons were mostly bad. This is also mostly bad. You do get to reroll one of your blanks. Ooh, goody. So I get 4 dice. I get one extra die and one blank reroll, as opposed to um, rolling 3 dice and being able to reroll my blanks and battle stations with a target lock if I didn't use this weapon. But this does give me rear arc, so that's something else. Um, yeah, I just don't like paying 3 points for it. I think that's the other problem I have. I mean, I definitely don't like the spending my target lock and disabling portion, but I also don't like only getting one blank reroll and spending 3 points. Now, Aft Particle Beam, I'm okay spending a point on this. This is attack, disable, make a range 1 to 3, 3 die, rear fire arc, attack. I'm fine with that. That's a great 1 point card. Maybe not great. It's a good 1 point card. It's what a 1 point card should do. It should give me a nice option that isn't game breaking in any way, shape, or form, but it opens something up. And it says, oh, hey, that rear arc that you typically don't get to use, here you go. All right, Sensor Grid. This is another weird card. Action, discard the card, target one other friendly ship within range 1 to 3, place scan token and an Ox Power beside your ship and the target ship. If you do so, every cloaked enemy ship that's within range 1 to 2 of your ship must immediately flip its cloak token over to its red side. So, flipping cloak essentially means that they'll have to raise their shields and recloak next round. They are still cloaked, they still get the benefit of cloaking, and they cannot be target locked this round. It's not a great effect. And since it's not a great effect, I'm not buying the 5 points on it. Now, you are getting scan on you and scan on somebody else, plus getting rid of cloak. The problem was, by the time Wave 5 came out, Klingons, dominating the early metagame, were no longer dominating the game because Wave 4, this little thing called a Borg Sphere had come out. And well, that was the game. Also, Voyager had come out. So, cloaking kind of wasn't the thing. I mean, it was still useful, but it wasn't the thing. Now, Auxiliary Control Room is a pretty good card. It was better when it came out because at any time meant at any time. So at any time, you may disable this card to remove one auxiliary power token from beside your ship, including the moment you got the APT, in between attacks, because you felt like it. You could just do it. Now, it means between phases, at the start of a phase. Personally, I think that's a poor ruling. And I think it's something we may one day revisit with Troy, where cards at any time actually do get to work at any time, and nebulous cards are reworked. But that is another day. This card is fine. It is flexible timing because you can be like, hey, it's the start of planning. I want to remove this Oct power beside my ship. It's the start of combat. I did a red last round. I want to get rid of this Ox. Okay, cool. Alright, there's a Vulcan crew named Murok. Murok is 4 points. Murok is an action. Murok then discards himself to target a ship at range 1 to 2 and roll 2 attack dice. For every hit and crit, disable an active shield on the target ship. If that target ship is cloaked, a hit, and only a hit, flips that ship's cloak token over to its red side. Why just a hit? I have no idea. Why would you ever use this against a cloak? I have no idea. Is this card terrible? Yes it is. Because you are paying 4 points to disable shields. Yeah, you read that right. Disable. Disable shields. Not discard shields. Not remove from play. No, disable shields. On a die roll. Statistically, this will disable 1 shield for 4 points. That's a terrible effect. That's a 1-point effect. Yeah, Murok is just bad. Now, there's also a crew named T'Pol, and I think we've heard about T'Pol. But T'Pol says, when defending, if you have a scan token beside your ship, you may spend that token to reroll up to 2 of your defense dice. Well, I would like this if you didn't spin the scan token. I would like this so much better if T'Pol said, when defending, if you have a scan token beside your ship, reroll up to 2 of your defense dice. Then she would be justified. 3-point card, great. Rerolling 2 defense dice, fine, totally fine. Spinning the scan token on a ship, on a faction that generally has low captain skill. Now, with Vulcan as a sub-faction, has higher captain skill because Federation has high captain skill. But I don't think you're running T'Pol as part of your defensive fleet if you're running Federation. So take that in mind. And I think you just have to go with T'Pol is bad. And T'Pol needs to be passive rather than an active spend. If we go with that, then T'Pol could be something. So, overall, this pack speaks to what could have been. Everything here just feels like it picked up the ideas that Federation, Dominion just left behind. And that hurts. But, yeah, that's the Dakir in a nutshell. It's not terrible. But I don't know that it's good. I feel like it's kind of... It's like eating lukewarm soup. Like, it's not terrible, but I don't know that I want to eat more. So yeah, on that very odd note, I'm going to call it there. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.